Hello, my friends. Welcome to my home studio in the beautiful Catskill Mountains. Welcome to Ryan Samples Part 2. These are the samples that Ryan sent me, and I'm super excited for these actually because I've smelled them. And there's one in here. There's one in here that I really, really love, and I'm going to buy pretty immediately. All right, again, I want to thank Ryan so much for sending me these samples. And the first one I'm going to talk about is one, here we go. And it's something that I'm going to do my favorite. They're all great, but my favorite first, which is from Bon Parfumer 902. Here it is, the sample that he sent me, Bon Parfumer 902. And let me tell you, this is heavenly. It's heavenly. Oh man, this. I have to tell you that this is a tobacco scent, I guess. So it's a tobacco, cinnamon. I think it opens up with orange, but there's plum in there too, and cinnamon. Cognac. It opens with cognac, orange, and then there's a plum in the middle notes and a cinnamon, and then there's tobacco, vanilla, patchouli. This is the blend on this is sublime. I've read some reviews on it, and almost everybody digs this. I did read a review where people compare this to Jazz Club. I don't have Jazz Club, so I can't say. The person thinks Jazz Club does it better. That was the review, but I can't imagine being done much better. This is, to me, just an absolute stunning blend. I have to have this. I have to have it, and I have to tell you, it's affordable. 3.4 for $103 or something like that. Jazz Club is $130 for 3.4. So I mean, if they do smell similar, why wouldn't you go? I know that this one's absolutely stunning. So Bon Parfumer's 902. I mean, this thing is absolutely stunning. So if you can get your hands on it, my advice, again, everyone's different, right? But I'm telling you, if you like tobacco, if all these things I'm mentioning sound good to you, tobacco, cinnamon, patchouli, vanilla, there's plum, there's some orange, some cognac. It's just an incredible scent. Ryan, thanks a lot for this. Again, kind of forced me to spend more money, I guess. But so that is the first sample. So the second sample that we're going to talk about that Ryan sent me is La Nuit de Lhomme, Le Parfum. And I have La Nuit de Lhomme. I've had it for a really long time, and my wife loves it. And let me say, this is not the same scent at all, and not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. This is actually really, really interesting. I was a little, when I smelled this, I was actually a little shocked. I'm going to be honest, because I thought I knew what it would smell like. I had an idea of what I thought it would smell like, but this is a completely different fragrance. It is not the same. So if you're expecting like a more concentrated version of La Nuit de Lhomme, you're not going to get that. This is completely different, and it's really, really good. It's really good. Again, so it has some fruity notes, has some bergamot, has some patchouli, vanilla. It really is interesting, and I do like it. This is unique to me. I'm trying. I mean, when I say that, the fruity notes remind me of something. When people say, and maybe it's because it says fruity notes. You know what? The opening a little bit, which is interesting because the fruity notes say it's the mid, but the fruity notes to me resemble Wanted by Night a little bit. Just the fruity notes, which is funny because Wanted by Night also says fruity notes, but the fruity notes in Wanted by Night really smell like watermelon to me, like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. This doesn't do that, but it has a little bit of that. Does a little bit, but not much. It really does smell like fruity notes, like a fruit yet to be determined. But I really dig this. This is another one I really dig. Do I need this one immediately? Maybe not, but I do want it. I do want this, and so I can tell you that it's not as high up on the list as the one we just talked about, right? The 902, but this is something I have to get for sure. So another great one. I mean, Ryan, I feel like Ryan is like the little devil on my shoulder, right? When I say, I'm going to try to scale back and the buying of fragrances, and Ryan's like, oh, let me send you some samples, John. Let's see. So right? But all right, so there you go. Great one. That's the second sample out of the, again, this is part 2. This is the second sample of the 3 I'm testing today. So the third and final fragrance that we're going to talk about today is Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Now I have Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, and I've been wearing that a bit more lately. And I, when I got it originally for, I absolutely loved it. I did. I really liked it because I love the way it smells, and it was just delightful. But the more I wear it, it turns out that it really doesn't. This kind of. Let me just say, I'm very fortunate. Typically, my skin takes fragrances really well. Usually, everything stays on me forever. However, I have 2 fragrances that I absolutely love, where for some reason my skin just rejects it or something. It has no lasting power, doesn't project well on me. And those 2 fragrances are the one, which I've talked about before, and turns out Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. For some reason, my skin just doesn't project well off of me. The Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum, it smells great, but it's almost like a lotion on me. I put it on, like I had my wife, she had to get right to my skin, and she goes, "Oh, that smells like a really high-end lotion." I'm like, "Great, well, that's not exactly what I'm going for." So anyway, I have the Parfum now. And this one, unlike the last one we talked about where I said, man, that's a completely different scent, this actually does resemble Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. So it does smell relatively the same to me. So I love it. The test will be, and this is my initial. This, of course, is my initial thought on this, but the test will be, will this, and I'm going to test this out in the next few days, will this stay on me? Will it project a bit more than the Eau de Parfum? And that's what I'm hoping, because if it does, I have to get this, because I love this DNA. I love the Bleu de Chanel DNA, but for some reason, the Eau de Parfum does not stay on me at all. It doesn't project nothing. I mean, people can't even tell I have it on unless they get right up to my skin, which I guess is safe for a work scent, right? Because you're not offending anyone with your scent, but you can enjoy it, I guess. So this is one I'm looking forward to testing out in the next few days to see if it projects and lasts long on my skin. So Ryan, again, I want to thank you so much. Awesome. I know this is a short one. I think this is pretty short, but I want to thank Ryan so much, man. And awesome samples. And you really got me in that 902. I'm running out and getting, as soon as I get back from vacation, that is probably, I have six fragrances I was buying as soon as I got back, but I might actually have to make this the first one. So good job, Ryan. A little devil on my shoulder. All right. I want to thank everybody very much. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Please subscribe. And thank you so much. I got over 100. I got over 100 subscribers, which I never thought I'd do. So thank you very much. You guys are awesome. And we out.